Why is he on the floor? What is there for him to gain? Why do this? I'll tell you why. Because the light is really nice. Oh, that spit came out of the trumpet. And I've realized that I kind of like this idea of moving the angle and doing it somewhere different every time. So I'm just going to keep doing it until I get tired of it. Let's get to practicing. I feel like I'm forcing that. So the high notes are getting a lot better. It's getting cleaner throughout the range of just the 1 octave scale. But one of the things that's getting me and that I'm realizing is as I go higher, it's like I need more lung capacity. I need more air capacity. I'm taking bigger breaths. So I wonder if I'm wasting a lot of air as I go. Not quite sure how to fix that yet. I'm going to just kind of experiment. I've realized a lot of this is just experimenting, messing around, going with the flow, listening to your body, as many things are in life. Listen to your body if it tells you that there's something wrong. If something doesn't feel right in my lips, if I'm starting to feel a tension, if I'm feeling a pressure, I'm analyzing as I'm playing. I'm making sure that I'm not just passively playing. I'm checking in. You know, as I'm doing the long tones especially, it's a really good time to just check in and see what is not working. What breath support do I need? What do I need to shift in my mouth, my embouchure, maybe my tongue position? Maybe I'm pressing a little too hard on the horn. All these things are stuff I'm trying to be thinking about now as I'm building the habits, because while I'm building the habits is the time that it's going to be the easiest to ingrain, the time that it's going to be easiest to build foundation. Let's keep going. Let's do some scales. I'm going to try going all the way to the 9th. Oh, so close. I'm definitely trying to be more conscious of taking breaks. I get really overexcited, and sometimes I play until my head hurts. So I'm going to stop doing that. But I've been playing super consistently. I didn't get to play yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. I had to go to Baltimore, so I didn't get to play. But, you know, I've been really enjoying myself today, doing as much as I can, messing with some songs. I really feel like today there was a huge step up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's just because I'm like constantly, buzzing the mouthpiece, thinking about how to play. I kind of have an obsessive personality with these types of things, so you know, when I get into it, this is like pretty much all I think about, which is not always good because, you know, sometimes when that initial spark wears off, you feel like you start to wane, or when you start to plateau. There's a lot of times on an instrument there is like this zone that you get, like especially with guitar, when you get to like the intermediate advanced area, it's really hard to start progressing unless you start putting the work in, and you can be really efficient with your practicing. If you don't focus, if you don't tackle small things in order to make small incremental goals, it tends to feel like you're playing the same things over and over again. You're in the same place. The improvements become smaller and smaller as you get better and better at the instrument, because, you know, the initial skill ceiling of the trumpet, if you think about it, it was impossible for me to make a sound. Now I'm learning how to make a sound. I'm nowhere near perfect, but these sounds are starting to sound more like music. Now the challenge is refining refining, and so it goes for the rest of my life until, I pass away and go to heaven with God. So, yeah, let's keep going. Let's try the B major scale. Practice the things that are more difficult for you. You will get better faster. I had to learn that the hard way. I'm not going to do it again on this instrument. B, C sharp, D sharp, B. One of the big things I want to be really careful about is the fact that I get really excited and try to move on really fast. I'm sticking with these two scales, the C major and the B major scale for now, because I want to quote unquote master them. And obviously, there's always work to do. I don't know why I picked these two. I think I picked these two because I wanted to play Look to the Sky in the key in the Yo Beam recording. So I picked B major because I wanted to learn the notes. I'm going to start learning different scales, but I want to make sure that I got these two down pat. And it's only day like 4 or 5. I don't remember. So it doesn't matter. I can just do what I need to do. I'm going to get that B major scale clean, and then we're going to move on to a song. So I turned on a drone to kind of solidify the sounds in my mind, because I realized that one of the more important things too is making sure I start familiarizing myself with these pitches, how these scales interact with each other, get more to the fundamental, the feeling of the music. So I'm going to play an A major drone and play that B major scale, because remember, it's a transposing instrument, and just play the scale. I'm just going to play and explore the scale and see what happens. Feels so strange. I feel like I'm playing out of tune, but I don't know how to not play out of tune. This is I think this whole learning the trumpet endeavor has taught me a lot, just in terms of getting back to a point where you are a novice. I remember what it was like to struggle playing bar chords on the guitar, learning how to play the F chord, then learning major 7 chords, and even the difficulties that I have now just with playing clean, playing articulate. But they're things that I have, at least a grasp on how to achieve. It's so interesting to be learning an instrument where I am discovering, not already knowing I'm having to go out and search either for myself or through online resources, but having the joy again to explore an instrument and how it works. And this instrument really, it's so strange to me because you have to play in tune, and I'm trying to figure out how to play in tune, and I think that still has eluded me, but it's the joy of learning and experimenting. All right, let's do enough of the drones for right now and record some songs. Hopefully, let's try to learn like one new song and practice an old one. I think that would be good. So I recorded this little backing track on this here guitar. We're gonna play along to it, see how it goes. So I'm tired. I don't know if you can see me. I tried recording that a couple times and it did not work as well as I thought it was going to. You see, I think sometimes you have unrealistic expectations. Like I'm not Roy Hargrove, and now I'm trying to be Roy Hargrove for like 45 minutes. Yeah, so I think I'm going to cut it a little short for today. Hello? Can you close the door? Thanks, man. It's like people are passing through my door. That was hard. But I feel good about it. I can play better than I could yesterday, and that's all that matters. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I'm tired today, y'all. I drove from Baltimore at like yesterday morning at like 8 o'clock. Was there until 11:30. Had to drive back. Got home at like 2:30. But I still put in the work for the trumpet today. I think that deserves, some applause. If I practice more, I'll put it at the end of the video. If anything cool happens. If not, see you tomorrow. Bye. That was a bad intro. That was really bad.